as needed. We've done everything we possibly can. It's like that, the drop of a hat. You got it.
Yeah, we got to work together here.
Again, like I said, my name is Ricky. I'm the people's MC for this thing. You need anything, you come up and you need a hug, I'm your guy.
Hey, what up, everybody? Sorry, give me a second here.
And,
what about?
Relevant information you have, something that you want to get out there. We got a whiteboard right here.
I'm moved all the way over here.
Just trying to tighten up.
1 second here. I'm trying to.
You know what I mean? And make sure that this.
I think they're getting ready to start the meeting here. I'm not sure what time it is, but about 10 minutes they're going to start the meeting, the actual meeting. But we'll see what's up. Nothing's kicking off just yet. They got the AMC over here talking right now, so I'm going to take a second. I got to get my light hooked up over here. Yeah, so things got a little choppy earlier, trying to get coordinated with the events that were going on. We were trying to get dialed in with the meeting with the senator from Alaska, and didn't work out. The whole meeting didn't really work out. They didn't allow streamers in there. They kicked out WYSIWYG, who was the one that was selected apparently to do the streaming. So that happened, and either way, so here we are, and I've been kind of just engrossed in conversation. I've been back here we came back here to the campsite, to the caravan staging ground. What time am I going up for dinner? Where are you? I'm in Maryland, at the Hagerstown Speedway, which is where the convoy, the People's Convoy, Freedom Convoy, whatever you want to call it, is staged for the drive to DC. Sorry, man, I'm trying to get my light all dialed in over here. I keep hearing my name, man. 1 second, guys. Either way, I'll get into it in a second. Give me a second to just adjust my stuff here. Otherwise, I'm going to lose my mind. There we go. We're getting there. I know I got what I need. That sounds shady. What sounds shady? I don't know. 1 second. I need to hook up my light here. Should be there about 9:30, 10. Oh, Roy, yeah, what's up, man? How are you, buddy? Battery life is running mighty low, y'all. Mighty low. So I'm going to have to think about that as we move into this evening. It's supposed to snow tonight as well, so that's going to happen. That's exciting, right?
There he is.
Hey!
What's going on?
This is the infamous, the notorious.
The notorious.
Notorious.
I cannot thank you enough for grabbing my book last
Oh,
night.
absolutely, man. Absolutely.
I don't even know what I was thinking. I wasn't thinking, but
It's in my backpack right now, actually. I can keep carrying it if you don't got anywhere to put anything. I got you. So I say it's in my bag right now, but if you got your hands full, man, you're good. I can hold on to it until you're.
French onion soup tonight.
I heard it's amazing too. Everyone keeps raging about it.
Great.
Let's take a look at it real quick, man. What do we
It
got
smells
here?
great. And then, they got the
We're gonna light this thing up. Wow, look at that.
Oh, look at that. The beauty light.
Let's give it some ambiance. I'll give it the. Look at that.
Yeah, right?
We'll give it that soft glow. And
Absolutely delicious.
decadent. Love
Totally
it.
homemade. It's perfect.
Lovely. How you doing, man?
Good.
Doing all right? So things didn't go as well as we'd have hoped at the meeting
Not
today.
at
Yeah?
all, apparently.
Tell us about it, man. A lot of people are asking questions. I know you probably already told your stream about it. I
Yes.
just went live, so I figure we'll jump right in. Just so you guys know, this is WYSIWYG on YouTube, Facebook. You're all over the board.
All over the board.
And
now
Wizzy-
on Rumble.
Dude, it's been one big Rumble advertisement, dude.
The Freedom platform.
Apparently it works, but in WYSIWYG, in case you guys want to know, it's what you see is what you get. So if you're looking for the acronym and you can't remember because I was having a devil of a time and I was like, oh yeah, I know what it means. Why don't I just go off the letters? So I figured it out. So tell us about today and what happened. Yeah.
So we had heard that there was going to be a meeting with the Alaskan senator, and we got the call that they had changed the venue. They were moving it inside. Originally, it was supposed to be on the steps of the Capitol.
Right.
And we were told that the Sergeant at Arms said no, they couldn't do it, and that they were going to then meet
Their
in the
Sergeant at
office.
Arms?
What's that?
The Sergeant at Arms for like the security for.
Yes.
Okay.
For the Capitol. And so then once it moved inside, they said no media allowed. And Brian wanted to live stream, wanted the people's convoy to be a part and hear what was being said for transparency, he said.
Yeah.
And he refused to go into the meeting because the people couldn't come with him.
Did they explain why they weren't allowing media?
They did not. There was no explanation at all. So
That does seem shady.
yeah. So the trucker known as Alaska went with the meeting. He had
Okay.
originally set up the meeting and invited Brian and another young lady to go to the meeting, and so we ended up turning around and coming back to camp.
Yeah.
So got back here and watched the trucks come in. Somehow we beat them. I thought they had made it back, and then they walked through and everybody was done. So did you go out and
No, we were hoping to link up with you guys. So we were like trying to get hold of the press secretary, and we're doing all that stuff and media liaisons, and my people are working on that. And so they finally got back to him and kind of explained it. But we heard the meeting was canceled, and then we heard that it got moved, and we were like, all right, man. So we were just like, there's no way we can make this happen.
Right.
And then at that point, the convoy had been so separated, like the front cars had gotten too far ahead of the trucks. So
today was the first day that the cars led
yeah,
the convoy.
and I thought it was going to be a better alternative, but it didn't.
I was curious to see how it was going to turn out, but
Yeah,
I've heard some different stories. But hey, the cars got the lead today, and
sure. It could have been better, but I mean, it was all right. Good weather. It was nice.
I feel like I got French onion soup all
Nah,
over
dude,
there.
you're running solid.
Dripping all over.
Best
It's
beard,
delicious.
in
It's
the
so
biz,
good,
bro.
though.
I'm gonna have to go grab some. I keep telling them I'm gonna get it, but
It is. It's so cold out here. It's getting cold fast. But
it's getting. Yeah, it was a nice clear night. But so yeah, you got back and everything worked out. I guess have we heard back from Alaska about how the meeting went? Has he given a field report on that yet?
should be doing that tonight.
He'll be doing that in about 5 minutes. Then
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah. So
Lovely.
he talked about that when we were standing out in front of the Capitol. That Brian asked him if he'd be willing to get up and tell everybody what happened
Good.
at the meeting tonight. So that's what he's going to do.
It'd be cool if they'd let him bring in like an audio recorder or something.
Yeah. It's
Seems very clandestine. You know what I mean? Like we've got. Well, I get whatever. Hopefully he gives a good accounting. I know I'm terrible at reciting like conversations.
sure.
I can't remember my passwords, let alone what someone else told me. So
But and Brian's point is why are they afraid of transparency? What
Yeah.
what is it that But
yeah.
we don't really know.
Hopefully he'll tell us tonight. Maybe there was something that needed to be brought up, and
Yeah.
and I guess Alaska, and he's talking to a senator from Alaska, one of his constituents. So
Yes.
I guess but didn't Brian choose not to be in the meeting though? He could have been in the
Yes.
meeting, but he chose because he said, and as an advocate for transparency, I feel like I need to go ahead and
Yeah. And I think he's going to tell that story tonight on stage.
do.
And so we'll hear.
What's the vibe, man? Like I know that I've been catching like murmurs. People are kind of getting anxious. Like they want to see like action. They want to be a part of like something. I think that I don't know, man. It's interesting.
Yeah.
I think people are wanting to get real impact. I've heard that this, are the senators' involvements kind of like making people nervous too. Like we don't want this to become a diluted political, like coattail ride, and so it's interesting to watch this play out. Sitting where I'm at and like seeing how, yes, you want to have like high-ranking official power, you know what I mean, but at the same time you don't want that to corrupt the message that you're trying to do or have that narrate how you do it. And I'm curious if it's going to end up being kind of like a just calm down and wait. Well, we're getting there, because people are going to start fading off. I would imagine. They're going to get tired. It's 18 days deep. You guys have been running long. I know that I talked to some people that are like, man, it's just I'm tired, man. I want to go home. I want to get back to my wife and kids.
Today's day 17.
17.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think 17.
Sure, the sentiment still applies.
Yeah. At this point, it's.
Where y'all at?
Because I understand. Respecting the process.
Sure.
And obviously, the truckers are trying to speed that process up as best they can.
Yeah.
To achieve their goal. But yeah, I see them doing it in a way that. Is that peaceful, lawful?
Sure. I understand that it's got to be difficult with, like, truckers are very independent people. You know what I mean? So I can see where there's probably anxiety from like Brian and guys in the leadership that are like, they don't want anybody going rogue and kind of like derailing a plan that might be in action. And I think where people are nervous, they're like, but what's the plan? But they're afraid if they do that, that it might not coincide with what someone might feel and that it might turn into I don't know. I mean, this is.
I've talked to so far, they are anxious to get their lives back.
Sure.
Without a doubt.
Absolutely.
You know, but they're also aware of all the past things that have happened. J6 being the greatest example of that.
Right.
You know, where the conservative movement has been very patient and waiting for the process to work.
Sure.
And we spent years of waiting for the process to work, and we were literally shut down and denied the ability to be a part of the process with all the lies and nonsense that was pushed.
Sure. Yeah.
So,
speaking of the process, sounds like they're up here, man.
I think they're getting ready.
All right, we'll talk to you over there, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's like, hey.
Where's the ice cream?
Ice cream, and there's funnel cakes down there.
Funnel.
Yeah, there's a funnel cake, like a fair-style booth down there.
That's it. I'm done cooking. I'm going to be out here.
I know where to, right, I'm going to come back in there and get some of that French onion soup in a little bit.
I'm not going to get too political tonight because I just had an amazing afternoon. And it was an afternoon spent with many of you. Being able to finally have a moment to walk around and go out there, hang out with people by the fire, share stories, talk about what happened today on Capitol Hill. Just a good night. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but man, is the vibe good tonight here. You know, seriously, I feel ashamed of this. I'm going to touch on that later. Hold on one second. Who's coming up to do the prayer? Come up to do the prayer.
There you go.
Come on up. You come do the prayer tonight.
Yeah.
Let's go before the Lord.
Yeah, there we go. I'm going to slide right past you real quick.
Father, you know the stars by name, and yet they're without number. Every grain of sand that rests upon every beach throughout the world, you placed intricately. How much more are we special to you than all of creation? As we gather here tonight to be inspired, to be encouraged, may we do so with the knowledge that we're intimately loved by you. And it is with that love that we can love one another. No performance, no judgment, and there is no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. Father, I pray for a grace that we entreat our neighbors as ourselves. And I just ask, God, that you would dispel the spirit of fear, the spirit of thievery, and the spirit of violence from this place. And let there be a unity. We pray for our leader, Brian, that you would strengthen him, you would keep him, speak to him in the night season, give him wisdom and guidance. And may we trust him as he trusts you to guide this movement to accomplish your purpose. Because the eagle is soaring. In Jesus' name, amen.
Always angry.
Let me start with this real quick.
Oh no! Now we're gonna figure it out.
Point was made.
Wait for not figuring it out. I was trying.
Tonight,
Guess we're not fucking nobody.
actually, I'm gonna start with this. Some folks have criticized lately about what I did today. What that? If you're not tracking, if you weren't catching the live stream, we were supposed to have a meeting today on the Capitol steps with a certain senator from Alaska. Now, I don't know the outcome of that meeting because I decided not to go in. I decided to walk away from it. I walked away from it because they weren't willing to have it live streamed for you all to see how that meeting took place. Now I'm being criticized because they say that I'm throwing people that are on our side under the bus. But here's what I have to say to that. If they were really on our side, then they wouldn't be afraid of talking in front of a live stream that they support us. And if they ain't willing to say it out loud and in public that they stand beside us, then they don't stand beside us. Now, if you're one of those individuals that seem to be insulted by my actions today and walking away from that meeting, well, I'm sorry, I guess, for that. No. I'm talking, I know not many of you here feel that way, but there's others out there in the public that do feel that way. And here's the thing. I don't care if you're a conservative candidate or a liberal candidate. I don't care if you're Democrat or Republican that's currently sitting in office. I don't care. I don't care what side of the aisle. I really, seriously do not care. That I don't align with either one of them. I don't align with either one of them because both sides have lost touch with who the American people are. And if you're going to stand there and say that you want to meet with us, well, then you better be willing to meet with us on a live stream so that the people of the People's Convoy can see what is discussed in that meeting. When I go into a meeting with someone, and maybe I'm not in that place to do so, but if I'm the one that goes into a meeting and I'm standing there talking about the People's Convoy, to me, the People's Convoy needs to be in that meeting. I might be the mouthpiece that's in that room, but all of you deserve to know what is discussed. And that's the way I'm going to continue to operate. So those of you out there in the world that might be upset by it, it's a pretty simple answer. Allow the live stream to be a part of the meeting because there are people back here in Hagerstown, there are people on the roads in the convoy, and there are people all across America following this, wanting to know, are we making progress or not? Yeah! I'm not going to go into a closed-door meeting and then come back and pretend like they were all good, happy-go-lucky, here's another dog and pony show. I'm not doing that. That's not who I am. That's not who many of you are. You want to talk, you talk to all of us. Now, with that said, that doesn't mean cancel meetings necessarily. It just means I ain't going to be in it. It means that the constituent that they represent will be in that meeting. By all means, if you make a meeting and you invite me, I will gladly go to it. And I encourage all of you to make meetings with your constituents, and we'll figure out how to get you there. I don't know how to get you there, but we'll find some way to get you down to D.C. to meet with your legislators. We will definitely try to help in that any way that we can. I don't know how. And they might not be able to get you down there, so you probably have to arrange your own transportation to get down there. And you can't bring your trucks. Sorry, but you can't. Got to go by car and you got to park it. Got to pay the meter and go to your meeting. But what I will say is I will not be a part of any meeting with any legislator from any side of the aisle that does not allow it to be live streamed. Transparency is exactly what we need because the lack of transparency is part of the reason why we're in the position that we're in right now. That's about as political as I'm going to get tonight because I want to talk about something else that touched me near and dear to the heart today. I'm going to try to get through this without crying once again. Tonight, I got to escape the little bubble a little bit of the organizing of this thing and the logistics and the nightmare of planning and scheduling and interviews and all that stuff. I got to escape it a little bit tonight. I literally ignored my phone for like the last 3 hours so that I could go out back and I could go over there and I could go over there. I could go way out there. I could go all over this place tonight, and I did. And I'll tell you something. I am absolutely amazed by how many people are doing so many things. Have you guys seen the Med trailer? Yeah! I walked in there tonight and was literally blown away. I had no idea. I had no idea that thing was set up the way it is. There's literally cots in there. There's medicines. There's people that actually know what they're doing, standing there, helping you, standing by to help you. They have somebody that stays there overnight just in case anybody needs to go to them during the night. They got blankets. They got heat packs. They got ibuprofen. They got everything, almost everything we need to take care of minor health conditions here. I'm not going to say that out loud. They'll censor us. Yeah. But yes, I believe they do. But seriously, and then I go down and there's a funnel cake thing. Yeah. Then I go over here and there's ice cream.
Yeah. Found the ice cream.
Seriously, I'm ashamed, personally, me, am ashamed that it took till now for me to finally make my way out there. And I'm sorry to everybody that's been out there. I am sorry. From the bottom of my heart, I am sorry. I've been sitting here thanking volunteers like crazy, and they deserve the thanks. But the community that has been built here is absolutely amazing. There is no need to come up here on the stage for a meeting to talk about the same stuff every single night when we got people out here that are...
Love you, bro.
I mean, seriously. Like, if you haven't made your way back there, or if you're back there and you haven't made your way up here, do it. It is absolutely amazing.
United, that's what it is.
I don't know about you guys, but the vibe tonight feels way different. Tonight feels good. Tonight feels like we all came together. Finally, we have all came together truly. This morning I felt like crap because I had to be in DC by 8 a.m. this morning, which ended up being a waste of time. But I had to be there at 8 a.m. this morning because I made an appointment and I went down to try to do it. And the 8 a.m. thing happened. It was nothing to live stream. It was filling out some paperwork for something. That's all I'll say about it right now. But I wasn't here for the morning meeting. And then I find out who came up and how well it went. And, you know, I made a phone call and I said, here's some important things to put out. And I wanted to be the one to stand up here to tell you that cars were going to lead the way today. I didn't get to do that, but I'm happy at the individuals that got to put that out. And I'll tell you one thing, four-wheelers, thank you for doing an excellent job today. I don't know any other way to really showcase that this is truly the people's convoy other than that, switching around who leads the pack. And I'll tell you, I'm glad we did it. It was amazing from what I understand and what I saw in the live streams. And by the way, I know he doesn't want recognized for it, but I'm going to say it anyways. Trucker G, are you here? Where's Trucker G? Where's Trucker G? Come up here. Trucker G, where are you at? Come on, Trucker G. Are you out here?
He might be streaming.
He's up on the hill at the restaurant. Well, let me tell you something. I found out today that med trailer is Trucker G's trailer that he dropped for that to happen. So a round of applause for Trucker G and a big thank you to all the healthcare workers who are down here helping us. I seriously can't express it enough from the bottom of my heart how amazing all of you are.
Because of your help, bro.
You guys,
We love you.
listen, everybody keeps coming up and saying thank you, thank you, thank you. And I want to clarify, no. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting one another. Thank you for standing up. Thank you for your help. Thank you for the community. I mean, this is seriously, I think, what was that place called? Choppa? That happened, right? That little community they had out west? Chaz, is that what it was? Yeah, I ignore it. But anyways,
Here we go.
those folks can learn a thing or two. You guys, seriously, there is food everywhere I walk, and I'm never able to eat. By the time it's time for me to eat, the food's all gone. Well, it turns out all I got to do is walk between a few trucks and head out back between the cars and the campers, and there's food. There's lots of food. It's amazing. I mean, honestly, it is the way it's supposed to be. I honestly, I remember, like, I'm a second generation truck driver. Technically third if you include the little bit my grandfather drove, but I didn't really get to experience that. So I consider myself a second generation truck driver. And I remember being a kid on the truck, and I remember all the grills that would break out in the back row of the truck stop. Where guys would cook and hang out, talk trucker stories, talk whatever, you know, usually it's like the buck story, right? Oh, I saw this big 16-point buck. You know, the truckers do the same thing. Oh, one time I was 110,000 pounds blowing the scale in Minnesota. Y'all know what I'm talking about. At least the truckers here do. But I remember that. And for the first time in my life since I was a kid in the truck with my old man, for the first time in my life tonight, I felt that again. You guys have brought that back to the industry, and thank you. You know what's crazy is people doubt what we're doing out there. Not a whole lot, but there are people out there that doubt what we're doing. There's people out there that don't believe that this can last. They think we're wasting our time.
Let them think.
But what I saw tonight shows that we're only growing stronger by the day. You guys, thank you. Stop thanking me. Thank each other. Shake each other's hand and say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I also want to make clear that there are other co-organizers. I ain't the leader of crap. I'm just the mouthpiece. Seriously. I mean, seriously.
You're the only one showing your face.
What comment?
You got the face.
Yeah, I started in the chop, you guys. In the chop.
What, they want an ugly bearded trucker in front of the cameras? Seriously, I mean, seriously, bottom of my heart, thank you so much. And thank you to all the organizers that are a part of this. Thank you to all the volunteers. I know we say it every single night, but I feel like it's never enough. Thank you to the media that chooses to be embedded with us even this many days in. Thank you for those that are covering the real story. Thank you to the YouTubers, the live streamers. Thank you to the people that just like to go live on their Facebooks and share the message. Just thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you for giving us good content.
You know, yesterday...
Awesome, absolutely.
Yesterday was a pretty awesome day. Yesterday was a really awesome morning. Senator Cruz came out here, he spoke to the crowd, and he jumped in that truck, and he literally scratched most of his day's schedule to be a part of us, to be here with us. And I think that's pretty impressive. No matter what you think of the guy's politics or him as or you know, his past, I gotta say that's pretty darn respectable of him to come down here and do it. None of the others have done it yet. So I say, I honestly, seriously, no matter how you feel about it, my hats are off to Ted Cruz. Thank you very much for what you did for us.
Take a page out of his book.
I think a lot of people could take a page from his book and what he did here. I really do.
So the streamer that
Some of you don't need a microphone. I can hear you over everybody.
What was the last?
Some of you just need to go to the back and yell back at me. I don't even really know where to go from what I'm saying. I'm just seriously impressed with all of you. I'm amazed by the community that's been developed here, and it's absolutely amazing. And I don't even know how we got to this point. I would have never imagined. I think I said it before, but I'll say it again. You know, at the beginning of this, me and Mike Landis, we thought, you know what, I'm going to slap a couple of American flags on my truck. I'm going to go up to Sacramento. He's going to go down to Barstow doing the same thing. We were just going to live stream, start heading east.
Good old Chaz.
And that beginning of the plan turned into Adelanto, California, to all the way here. And then not only that, it turned into multiple convoys from multiple directions all coming in, till finally all these convoys coming together as one. It's absolutely amazing. It really, truly is. And I look forward to what we have coming up ahead yet. I mean, I don't know how we go back from this. I don't think you can. I think this is something that will live on forever. I think this is something that's going to be in the history books one day. This is a movement unlike anything I've ever seen before in my life. And like I said, the last time I felt the way I feel right now, I was a kid in the back row of a truck stop eating burgers off of some trucker I didn't know that was from Idaho, cooking them burgers on a grill. This is absolutely amazing. And what I saw tonight is exactly what the media should be covering. This is what the senators and the Senate and the House, the president, elected, unelected officials, city councils, school boards, mayors, governors, attorney generals, this is what they should be seeing. This is what they should be understanding who we are. They should be here experiencing this themselves. Bring up a camping chair and go sit back there at a fire or sit over here at a fire and enjoy a good burger, steak, brisket, whatever they're making, because they're making it all here. Just absolutely amazing. I'm going to bring up a gentleman. He's got a poem here. I'm going to let him take the mic for a little bit, and then I think I'll close it out, or we'll let Dr. Lock him up come on up. He'll be up in a little bit. Calm yourself. No. I'll put that out in a little bit, all right? We don't have to go nowhere. Here you go, man.
Let's give it up for Brian, our leader. Amen.
Stop saying leader. Co-organizer.
Let's give it up for Brian, our You are what you are, man. Hey, listen, I want to first of all thank you all so much for making me feel so welcome. Because I am, and you are, and we are America. 50 days back in 2016 when my president, still my president, Trump, was running. And I didn't know what was happening. You know, God moves upon our hearts. And he spoke to my heart one day, and I wrote a poem that day called America in Trouble, when a known football player would not respect our flag. He took a knee. I'm not going to even name his name. The next day I wrote another poem, and then another poem, and then another poem, and then another poem. And I wrote a poem every day for 50 days, and this is my book, Poems for America. I've already signed a copy to Brian. I'm going to read this poem I wrote recently, and I want to dedicate this to Brian. It's called, don't cry, bro, it's all right. It's called I Am America. Yeah. You know, I have soundtracks to all my poems, but I can't run them because I don't know which ones are royalty free and which ones are not. And I don't want them to be blocked on social media, so I'm gonna do this a cappella. I also have been asked, I'm gonna be doing a small little Bible study on spiritual warfare, because there's a spiritual component to this that we cannot ignore. God has gone before us, and he'll be with us. I pray this poem blesses you all. DJ, you don't have to work tonight, okay?
Go home, bud.
Right here, I ain't going nowhere.
This is your home.
I am America. Who am I? Who are you? Who are we as a nation when we refuse to celebrate the beauty of our pigmentation? To enjoy the God-given expression of our uniqueness as a person. I am black, I am brown, I am red, I am white, I am blue. I am America. How long will we allow ourselves to be held prisoner by this systemic system called racism, kept alive by an ideology of division, rooted in a self-righteous mindset that is twisted, a visceral of heart-sick, conscience-seared, soul disturbed, a darkness of ideology that plays the herd to their own detriment, a fear-baiting, deranged agenda that has bankrupted our moral compass and made us pretenders. I'm not who you say I am. I am free. As a man who defends, as a woman who nourishes, as an American who embraces liberty and stands for justice, as an individual with God-given gifts, bursting with capacity to love with passion, to live with courage, to give with compassion, to receive in humility. I will stretch forth my hand unto the God of this land. I will lift my voice and make a righteous noise. I will not react, I will respond. I will activate my vote for that which is true to rule. I will participate in this republic and lift my voice for truth. My faith will be released to love beyond the wicked narrative of violence, destruction, and hate. I will embrace my neighbor, no matter what color their face. Even when I cannot grasp why some do what they do, to see it hurts the deepest part of me. Even then, by God's grace, I will yet love my enemy, because I am black, I am brown, I am red, I am white, I am blue. I'm America. For those who don't think I am, you are blind, prejudiced from a self-righteous place. It's not about race, hypocrites, ignorant, and cannot understand. I will pray for your troubled soul. Just know that you cannot stop from making America great again, because I am America. Yeah, baby. Say that with me. I am America! Before I give this mic back to Brian, there's a group of people with us that has a special place in my heart. And that are the children that are here. The children that are here. God bless these children, because they represent a history. One day, they'll say, I was there. So we just want to bless the children. I have a few of these prints. Any print I sell, I want to give a percentage of my table to the children here. I want to give a percentage of my table to the children, because they are to be treasured.
The reason my numbers are
And
so
they're
low is
after our
I'm on a
children.
shadow ban.
So God bless you all. Keep me in your prayers. Thank you,
people aren't
Brian.
getting notifications that I'm live, which is why I need everybody to share the stream.
And he gets the first copy. This is the first copy at this event. He gets it.
God bless you.
He's seriously talented.
That's what he does.
What's that book?
Man, next time I have up the medic team up here. I got, Trucker G's here. Come up here, Trucker G. Come up here. You two also, come on. You come up here. Come on. Come up here. Why do you always have better flannels than me? I'm gonna steal his flannels. They look my size more than they look yours.
I lost 60 pounds.
Did you?
I did.
I'm trying to lose weight too. It helps when you don't eat.
Yeah. Stress.
Trucker G, you weren't down here earlier, but we said a big, huge thank you for dropping your trailer and allow that med trailer to be there. And I know you didn't want recognition for it, but I don't care. Thank you. Thank you. Everybody give them a round of applause.
Thank all of you. That's about all I can say. I'm speechless.
Thank you, buddy. Watch your step. Otherwise, the medics are going to look at you. And then I'm going to jack your flannel. No, I'm just kidding. No.
Hi, I'm Rachel. Yeah, so the med tent, or I say tent, it's not a tent, it's definitely a trailer. But yeah, if you all need anything, we have people over there. Just come on over, even if it's a serious emergency, come on over, we'll get 911 coming. So we got a great team of people working for us. A really awesome team, could not do any of that without them. We've got about 17, 18 people that have been volunteering. Randy and I got an opportunity to go down to DC today to talk to his representative. He's from Alaska, I'm from Texas. And when we were down there, Brian saw me and he was like, aren't you supposed to be doing first aid stuff? And I was like, well, you know, I got a really great team of people working for me. And so if it wasn't for that great team of people, then I wouldn't have been able to go with Randy today. And so I just want to give a shout out to every single person that is helping me over there. It is with them that we have that amazing tent. Keep saying tent. It's a trailer. Whatever it is, med tent, clinic, whatever you want to call it, it's over there. Do you want to go first about the meeting?
My name's Randy Jackson. I'm from Haines, Alaska, and I had opportunity today to go meet with my congressman, Dan Sullivan. Brian was grateful enough, or gracious enough, to come down with me, even though we couldn't live stream it. And Brian called me, said, hey, if you want me to come into that meeting, I will. And I felt I was comfortable going in there by myself, hopefully to represent the voices that are out here today. Two things I took away from that meeting. If you have an ability to contact your congressman or your representative, do so. Brian and his team will come to you and will help you organize that as best they can. And a big shout out to all the people that called Dan Sullivan's office and gave him an earful for not going on live stream with us. Hell yeah. It's real hard to get a word in edgewise with a professional politician, but Rachel and I did our part. We gave them our 2 objectives. I won't preach to the choir, you know what those objectives are. We also gave Dan Sullivan a face to put with this group here. Okay? Maybe my face ain't as good looking as y'all, but it was there, and I want everybody to go out there and find their congressman, find their representative, and put in that effort. Get on the phone, get on the email, light them up. Let them know we're here. I also told Dan, we're here. You want to come down here, you call me. I will make sure any morning, any evening, you can get up on this stage and speak. He will do it because he did it for the truckers up in Alaska and Anchorage when they had the Freedom Rally. Okay? I may have spoke harshly when I called him a coward on the live stream today. However, actions speak louder than words. And I see here actions every day. I also want to give a big shout out to you people that were on the Beltway today. It was awesome. I'd also like to say thank you to the truckers that were the tip of the spear that brought us all here. And thank you for literally backing us up today. That was the best. When I came out here this morning, okay, I've been preaching a little bit. Maybe we need to change the way the convoy goes out. Somebody heard me maybe. I don't care. It happened. And it sounds like it worked out fairly well. Other than that, all I can say is Dan Sullivan does support our convoy. As Rachel pointed out to him, it better be 110%. And he agreed. He's also been on the Senate floor pushing to repeal the Emergency Powers Act. I'll give him credit for that. He's also been against the omnibus bill. He's made it clear he's going to vote no on that crap. So what little bit we can get out of our representatives that's honest and helpful to the American people, we will take. But if they don't stand up strong, listen to your voices, and start straightening this crap out, they're out of here. All right, that's all I got for you tonight. God bless America. Oh, and absolutely a big shout out to Rachel. She is one stand-up young woman.
Thanks. So I just want to there was a lot of stuff that we wanted to present to Senator Sullivan today, but we were kind of rushed when we were in the meeting with him. We spent probably about 30-45 minutes with his staff, and then he came in probably, 30 minutes with him? Probably a good 30 minutes with him. A lot of the stuff that we wanted to talk about, I'm not an Alaskan, I'm a Texan, and he made it clear he is there for Alaskans. But the thing about it is these senators, they might be for their states, but they are for the country, because if we lose federally, then these states lose. And so they need to do the federal fight. And one of the biggest things is religious exemptions for medical care workers. We fight tooth and nail. We made it a whole year through COVID without any medical professional having a vaccine. And now they're firing medical professionals. They're preventing medical professionals from getting jobs. I got hired at a hospital in San Antonio, and I presented them with my religious exemption, and they immediately said, we do not accept this, and they gave me 11 illegal questions, including asking for personal cell phone numbers of my friends and family to attest that that is my sincerely held religious belief. How does anybody know what my relationship with God is other than me? It is my relationship with God. Before I came here, I got a call from this hospital, and they told me before I have even presented my religious exemption, before I even presented it, they called me and said they will not be accepting any more accommodations because they have essentially reached their limit, is what they implied. And they told me that they would love to have me to continue with them. However, they understand I might not, considering the circumstances, so don't quit my job. With that, I told them, Respectfully, that is illegal. Based on the Civil Rights Act of 1964, Title VII, a religious exemption is had. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It is not up for approval or denial. You have it. With that religious exemption, the only thing that can be approved or denied is the accommodation, and that is only if it presents due hardship to the employer. Since every single person that is vaccinated can still get COVID, can still spread COVID, and they made a whole entire year without anybody being vaccinated in the medical field, then my accommodation I am requesting is that you treat me the same as my vaccinated coworkers. The biggest thing out there is we as a people are not educated. Before this process, I was not educated on the Civil Rights Act of 1964, Title VII. Title IV, dealing with education. I was supposed to start paramedic school January 11th. But because of the vaccine mandates, I wouldn't have been able to complete my clinical trials for that. And I wouldn't have been able to get my degree. We as a people need to start educating ourselves on the law. We need to start standing firm. Because this hospital called me 2 days ago asking for my religious exemption so that they can process it. I stood in their face, I told them the law, and they are going to see my religious exemption now. So if you know your law, if you educate yourself on it, then you can possibly still defeat it. So anyways, with that was one thing that we were wanting to present, but we also wanted to present all the vaccine injured people and all the COVID.
You see why I took this young lady with me?
We also wanted to present just names of all the vaccine injured people and then the COVID deaths. We all know we can go here and I could talk for hours about the improper treatment in COVID. And then the vaccine injureds. But I actually met a gentleman in this process. His name is Ernest Ramirez. His son received, Ernest Ramirez hesitated on getting the COVID vaccine, but then decided to get it. He didn't want to get he's a single father, 16-year-old boy. He didn't want to bring it home. And so he finally got it. And then it was approved for the children, right? It was approved for, younger kids, 5 years old. And he debated, he researched, he asked, and everybody kept telling him it's safe, it's safe, it's safe, it's safe. So finally, his 16-year-old son, perfectly healthy baseball player, runs every day to stay in shape. He wanted to be a professional baseball player, got the Pfizer vaccine. 5 days later, he dropped dead from myocarditis. Ernesto Ramirez Jr., I promised Ernest Ramirez Sr. that his name would not die and that anywhere I went, I would bring his name out and that his legacy could be told. Ernest Ramirez has gone to Congress. He has sat at the round tables in November and December. But these are the people that we are standing up for, the people who have been vaccine injured, the people who have died from COVID. We want their names to go out. As a medical professional, it breaks my heart that people are unnecessarily dying, because what I do is, my goal is to help people and to prevent them from dying. And when I hear of people, especially kids, 16-year-olds that have died unnecessarily because they have been murdered because of lies. And that is what we are here to stand up for. I was not able to present that to Senator
Dan Sullivan.
My brain froze.
So you guys just got to keep sharing the stream. It's an odd shadow ban. I don't know what's going on.
I was not able to present that to him today. I did present a little bit about Ernesto,
it's garbage.
but there was just so much that we wanted to talk to him about, and so hopefully this can get back to him. He did say that he would like to possibly schedule a time to meet. He might not be able to make it to Hagerstown, but one thing we did notice today is your calls work. We went on Facebook Live before we went and we said, call this number, demand you want to see this live. We didn't get to see it live, but when we left the meeting, they asked us, can you please tell everybody to stop calling?
No.
He ran out of voicemail space. So with that,
I got
Thank you for
nothing
sharing. I
else.
appreciate it.
Brian?
I guess we're going to bring Marcus up and, okay, we're going to bring up Dr. Paul
Yeah, where's everybody watching
awesome.
from?
Y'all know
Go ahead
him.
and jump in
He
here.
was
Let me know
good
where
enough
you're
to
at.
come down tonight or today with us. It would have been a pleasure to have him in that meeting to back up the things that Rachel and I were talking about. All I can say is I give you, Dr. Paul, awesome.
Hey guys, how are you? Marcus is coming after me to close it off, but Brian asked me to say a few words. So, first of all, Brian rechristened me to Dr. Lock Them Up, but Brian is wrong. It's Lock Them All Up. All. Every single one. Everyone from Fauci to Burks to Walensky to Redfield. Everyone. The two people who were here before me, we went with them and they managed to get into the meeting, but we couldn't stream. Brian tried to negotiate, but it just didn't work. So we decided, well, we can't go in. So we did a small interview on the steps and of the Capitol. It's always a beautiful thing to be there. I also
Anytime
got called by Stu Peters.
any of the,
I did a half an hour with him,
macaroni,
and
I'm gonna have to mute
most
it.
of my interview with Stu was about you guys. And he's very, if you know Stu Peters, you would realize he's now in this fight with you. So go online, go on, I don't know if it's BitChute or, I'm not sure Rumble, but check out that interview. He's a good guy. And I also want to echo what Brian said about Ted Cruz. Look, it's not about your politics, and I don't want to talk about politics tonight, but I want to say let's give it up to Ted Cruz for showing the Kahunas to come here. Kahunas, yes. Look. Nuts. Yes, nuts. Look. I went into the rigs in Canada and even here, and I was stunned. I actually was stunned, and I said this before. I didn't actually know. I went in there to talk to some truckers in Canada because I was involved, the scientific side of it in the Ottawa convoy, and you probably could see that online. But I was stunned when I looked inside, and there was a lady sitting there with two little kids, and I was surprised. It was like, and they explained that this is their life, and they homeschool the kids while he drives, and while he drives, sleeps at night, she drives, and I realized that how very critical this fight is. This is a transformational fight, and the politicians who don't understand are very, very out of touch with the trucker of Canada, and now the trucker of the United States. We have to give it up to the trucker of Canada for starting this. Long live the Canadian trucker, and long live the U.S. trucker who's going to fix this situation. Look, I want to share a story with you because it hits all of us personally. So, first of all, before I hit you this story, someone told me that there's one of you guys, one of your colleagues here, a beautiful trucker, Cheryl B, and today is her birthday. So let us sing it out for Cheryl B. Happy birthday! Look, my wife, personally, I'll tell you, my wife, the company that she works for in Canada, I mean, I'm a Canadian citizen, but I live in the United States, so I've been here for 3 years, but I go back and forth. But anyway, the organization that she works for, they mandated vaccines. Turns out that about 3 years before that, she had an allergic reaction to one of the chemicals in the vaccine. And of course, my involvement in the science and the medicine and all of that, we knew the situation. She couldn't take these vaccines. So we went to the doctor, and she said, Doc, you've been my doctor for the last 3 years. You know my reaction to that chemical that's in the lipid nanoparticle. That one of those chemicals that stabilize the outer core of the lipid nanoparticles in the vaccine.
This
So
is going to
we
be
said-
muted because I'm not going to let them.
said- we
I
said,
can't.
but-
We're talking about stuff I can't have.
We
on
said,
here.
but that means the
would
state
love to let you hear it,
licensing
but I
boards
can't.
of the
I'm not
United
gonna
States, I have
play
many,
that game.
many
I'm sorry,
friends
guys.
who are clinicians, practicing clinicians, and the state licensing board tied their hands from using early treatment, went after these doctors, took their license, have them in courts. Same are good doctors,
I'm not censoring. I'm
but
avoiding being
they lack
censored, so I'll tell you
bravery
what, though,
and the
when I
courage of
muted,
people like
first responder, I
Marcus
think is still live
or
over there.
Brian or other
false
persons like
audio,
Dr.
so-
Peter McCullough that I work with, Dr. Robert Malone, Dr. Harvey Risch. I'm not kidding
Read the
you.
comments.
I'm
You
not
guys,
kidding you when
simple.
I
Read the
say,
comments. You'll
look,
understand why you
we
can't
know
hear
the
the
signs
voice,
for
and you
2
can't
years
hear it,
now.
and you don't have
We
the
told
voice.
them,
Don't
we
watch.
told them they, one
I'm gonna slide to the back, y'all. How you doing?
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I got to eat some just a little bit before I came out here. It was the first thing. Well, I had a bowl of cereal early this morning, and it tasted good. How many of you had brisket? There's brisket somewhere. I don't know where. I don't know.
No, because we don't control social media.
It's supposed to get cold and snowy tomorrow. 2 to 4, I heard. We're not going on a convoy tomorrow. We're going to have an off day, I think. That's what I'm pretty sure we're going to be here. So, bad weather. We're going to hunker down. Anybody needs any food,
I don't have
clothes,
that ability to just
coats,
turn on subtitles with no
anything?
sound.
They're back here. I don't know if the lights are here yet, but we do have lights coming for... Yeah, I don't drink. So just stay warm. If you need anything, get a hold of one of us. Let Hippie Mama, I don't know who all's banning that back there, but there's clothes. I just saw a whole rack of coats and blankets. Amazing, incredible. So I think that's it. Oh no, our website is down. I'm sorry, it's down. I can't update it, so it's old news on there. I couldn't update it this morning. I apologize for that, but as soon as it comes back up, we'll get it updated. Y'all have a good night. See you tomorrow in the snow.
Hey, just a real quick announcement. We need 10 volunteers to help tarp up some things back here. So 10 volunteers. Please make your way to the back. We're going to get going here with a little bit of music, but I'm trying to put together a comedy hour for maybe tomorrow night. So if that's something that you're interested in doing, come on up here and talk to me. I'll let you know what's going on. Oh, and the other thing is we need some lights. If we can get some lights over here, that'd be great.
Hey, one other announcement. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's in my back right here. It's in this. Actually, I think it's in this. Yeah, I think that one. There you go. You got it? Your pencil, I think, is on there as well. You get your pencil as well?
I got a link here.
Hooked to the book.
Yeah,
you got it, brother. Absolutely.
Encourage them to call now. It's the www.house.gov/representatives.
Do you have my?
You can find your representatives.
I will
Start messaging them. Tell them, sir,
I got
man,
it. Well, here, that's not mine. Let me give you a card. Dude.
I
don't know that I'm in your Discord.
I demand that you move to
Dude, I don't
vote to the end of the current
I don't use
national
this
emergency
because
declaration.
I know.
all technology confuses me.
We have the support of the
I'm trying to figure out how to get off this shadow
Will
ban.
not
This
be
is killing me,
silenced.
dude.
So go start
I've got like
messaging your
47
legislators.
35 viewers.
Find the
on
ones
all
in
my
your,
channels. Across the channel.
Find the ones in your district. Start
I turn
messaging
mine
them.
on and
Get that out
say
there.
hi, and I'll have
Start getting
500
these
people.
meetings rolling.
And it's been
We'll get
like this the whole
something
time. So
together.
I've
Love
got
y'all
like,
tonight.
so I'm in Streamlabs, and then I'm streaming to Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and Periscope.
Try Prism.
I got it on there. I mean, I have that availability.
I would try and see what happens. It's different.
Hey,
Do you think
I
maybe
guess I didn't
Streamlabs
put
are
it out.
ratcheting it back, or?
The convoy, we're expecting snow
Yes,
in
man,
the
I'm
morning. We're expecting snow in the morning. We are not doing it.
Sorry, I was just kind of having a planning session. What up, dude? Did you get food yet?
No, but I got cell phone that entire video just as soon as I walked away, it was fine. My other phone in my pocket had full signal, same carrier.
Really?
Weird, yeah.
Bro, I'm about to go sit down and see if I can't play with this for a second. Yeah.
Did you attempt that thing that we talked about?
Not yet,
Okay.
but I will.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go do something else that Chris just told me about. Hey y'all.
Do you have a
Well, fill me that in.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. CJ TV Media. What are you chowing on? Is that an ice cream cone? What? You scored big, man.
They got a little trailer back there full of ice cream. Like it's too cold for
I was
that.
about to say, you better get it before tomorrow because it's gonna be real cold tomorrow. There it is.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah, you got it. How y'all doing tonight?
All right.
Just come to hang out for the night, or
We've been running back and forth.
oh, you live in there?
I live down near Gettysburg,
Okay.
and I'm a truck driver, so I'm still running my loads. I'm home daily, but I'm still running my loads, and we've been running back and forth between Gettysburg
Wow.
and here all week. We brought like 2 cords of wood up to my pickup.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
You get to ride in the truck too?
No, I'm a company driver.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can't bring my company truck up, so I jump out of the company truck into the pickup and run down here, and then
Yeah.
we've been going back and forth. I think we did 4 or 5 trips this
Were you
week.
just over there asking me about the firewood? Where to drop it off?
Nah.
Oh, a truck pulled up,
Yesterday,
but I couldn't
maybe.
see everyone in it. Just a little bit ago, they're asking where they could drop the firewood by the by the med car.
Nah, we didn't bring any down today because we actually got to run with the convoy around the Beltway today.
Yeah? What'd you think? Was that fun? You have a good time? Very cool, man. Very cool. Awesome.
He's getting tired.
Oh man, you guys get some funnel cake yet?
Not yet.
That's next on the hit list.
Yeah, there's so much food here. I'm like,
It's great, right?
Yeah.
You gotta soak it up.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can't be at a fair, a free fair,
yeah, this
freedom
is
fair,
awesome.
right? Hey!
Like when they started talking about it after the Canadian one happened,
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know if it's gonna work in America. We've got so many brainwashed people and little Antifas.
It's interesting.
And the way this has come together is awesome.
Yeah, this is structurally, this is pretty incredible. Like he was saying, like,
I can barely walk.
well, you can't walk if you're being carried. Think about that. Those are facts, people. Those are big facts. Man,
Yeah, this is awesome. This is
very cool.
definitely my America.
Good stuff. What's your name?
Jess.
Jess? CJ? What's your name, bud? Smack that hand for me, buddy. All right, that bones it. Now do it again. Snail. You got snailed. Don't do it again, no, really. Snail, got you 2 times. Oh, here comes the strobe lights. Please do. Yeah, the card's got my number and everything on it. Feel pretty good holding it. Yeah, all right, take care. Hey, y'all. What's going on? How are you? Oh, please get in here and get a hug. Yeah, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing fantastic. Thank you.
We've been following you since all the mess out west.
The Mess Out West. That's it. You guys, we got a new term. The Mess Out West. That's
The mess out west.
That's good. That's good. I haven't heard that one. That's
On the
nice.
show, I follow your stream all the time.
I appreciate it. We're having issues right now. I don't know what the deal is. We got
I
to.
know.
There's.
We had like 50 people watching earlier.
Yeah.
I'm like, share.
I appreciate that because we should have like 5,000. You know what I mean? I don't know, but.
Can we take a picture?
Please, yeah, absolutely. Let's get a pic. You got to turn that flash on too.
We don't know how. Got it?
You got to turn the flash on though.
It actually.
Oh wow, that's really bright. Wow, your camera takes. It really catches it, doesn't it?
That's why I was surprised.
Where'd all that light come from is what I want to know.
Yeah, it just brings it in.
That's almost
I like
excessive.
the phone.
Yeah. You guys gonna be sticking around for a little bit?
Yeah, we're gonna walk around and try to find Wizzy.
I was just talking to him. He just went that way.
That way.
Yeah.
I'll stream
Well,
stalk.
and now it's half of you is narrowed down. 50% of it's cut off on the walk.
Stalk him and find him.
Yeah, finally. I know. We were just talking. He just went that way. Yeah.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. You guys take care. All right. Be good. Man, it's rough because I mean, people are even here that have been following for years. They're like, "Hey, man, we saw you were live." And usually, when you get people that are coming up to you in person, that are going to be like, "Hey, man, I watched your show," blah blah blah. Like, that's going to be a small representation of a bigger grouping of people that are following. So, no, I was messing with my audio. So, when I was talking to, or when they were on the stage, I had to. You know what I mean? And then with the when I was just talking to WYSIWYG, we were trying to sort out some stuff. Hey, there's the best hat in the biz right there. Nice guy. Aww. Taking a nap?
Oh, dog.
You know what you do? Here, I got you guys. Here, hold that for a second, would you? Flip that around.
She's old and arthritic. She apparently belongs to someone that lives here, but
Yeah, here's.
yeah, she's just cold.
The track owners adopted her after her owners left her here because they couldn't get her back in the car.
The owners left her here.
She's blind and deaf and they couldn't get her back in the car.
So she just lives here now?
Yeah. The track.
Then we could put her back in her.
She's got like a little.
Yeah, the little house back there. That is heated, and they usually keep food and water back there.
Yeah, she likes being around the people too. I know that much.
Yeah.
She was having a ball.
These animals.
Did they abandon her?
That's kind of what she said. You couldn't get her back in the car or something.
Yeah, the original sounds like the track.
Oh, I see. Like a, I see. She lives here. Now I see. This is incredible.
Yeah, she got like a bad one of these she got a leg.
Oh, honey. You know when I broke your eye accident? And we bonded after that?
Man, she looks like, it's a sad scene. It's just,
Yeah, this one's kind of a sad story.
yeah, like, it's tough to look at.
No, she's
I think it looks old. She's just an old dog. She's just old and she's, you know.
she's old and arthritic. She doesn't move very fast. First day I saw her, I like, wait, is there something wrong with
I
that?
thought she was dying.
This is who we're talking about down here, y'all. This is, anybody know her name?
I don't know.
I don't.
The owner's dog, people are saying on the stream here. I don't know.
That dude with the flag knew a lot. He knew her age and stuff. The guy that's carrying the flag.
Oh, the guy with the flag?
Yeah.
Way to narrow that down, bud. The guy with the flag.
Yeah, there's nobody like that around here.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. That's a good point.
Well, good luck finding him.
We still checking on him?
What is this going on
Yeah,
here?
that's why she limps around.
Oh, jeez, man.
Part of her.
Yeah, she needs attention.
Yeah. She's been wandering around all day. On
Okay. And she's got a good crew on her. That's how I went up with my damn last. Okay, good.
Oh, what's going on with her?
She's had like okay. She loves the mashed potatoes.
Oh, shoot. Well, here we go. People are curious about the dog. I'm gonna let you hold that for another second there. Sure. But I don't know, you gotta look at
Yeah, they said the medical person were taking care of it.
Is that a bone?
No, it's.
Is he alright?
It's deep enough in the infection.
Cold or something?
You can feel it back. It's the back of the legs. It feels like the other leg's getting the same. It's just. This one's not cracked through.
So she's getting medical help.
Yeah.
It's coming.
I haven't seen them, but I know they're maybe about an hour. She's been sleeping. She's been running around all day, playing with the cats and all the other dogs. But
She has a cat that lays down over there with her, right?
yeah. But there was fireworks. Yeah. There's fireworks and stuff in that.
I don't know, man. She doesn't like collapse or anything. She's just laying down. Like, she likes to get in the middle of things, but. She doing okay? I don't know, man. I think so. I mean.
She's been walking around all day.
She's got issues. I mean, medical issues. And then she's dealing with whatever this is right here on the back of both her paws.
I do know she's tired because I.
And that thing needs to be wrapped.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's not good.
Serious infection. Yeah, maybe go back to that medical trailer. Maybe they can help out. Maybe they got some stuff to help. You just might feel sick because of that.
Yeah. Did we have maybe we have a little wagon we can put her in, and then like. Actually, I think we do. Maybe we can just toss her. If she doesn't want to walk, maybe we can put her in one of the cots in the medical wagon where it's warm, and then like.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'll stay here with her.
Hey, you need help getting the car over here?
I know we have one over here. Let me grab one real quick.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I can help carry her out.
We don't know. Whose dog is this? It's the owners of the tracks. Is this your dog? He's 13 years old. What's he doing? Okay, because we have a local vet. Okay, so
That is not infection, that is a wart that's been there for like 5 years.
okay,
And he
good.
keeps licking at it, so you can only put the heat.
Oh, good.
Okay.
He's like, why is everyone bugging me? just laying here.
Well, you guys are impeding in his space all the time. That's why he won't, and he won't go back in. He is not cold, I can tell you that right now. He's like freezing, but he won't stay in his little house. He's pushed the guards. You guys keep moving his concrete blocks so he can get right out the building.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Come
on, we're so relieved.
Well, that's good.
Come on, Brownie. Come on, buddy. Get up. He's probably overfed. And he is 13, and it's comfort and care at this point. He's got his own heater.
Yeah, definitely.
He's got his own cat. He knows this is his door. He goes right in the office with me. Come on, buddy. You want to come on? Come on, buddy. Come on, get up.
I'll get some water.
So what you do in the army?
Brown, come on. Come on, buddy. Let's go. Come on. Come on, let's go. Let's go to the office. Let's go. Come on, buddy.
All right.
Brown time.
Yeah, it was.
Come on, Brown.
Going from.
Where's Tiger at, huh? Where's Tiger at, buddy? Brown time.
Yeah, no doubt. So you start.
You listening now, or?
Brown time. Come on, buddy.
This isn't even mine. He just handed me and walked off.
Come on.
I think I'm
you
assuming.
were express from it. I can't tell.
No, it is off to me. I see comments from up there. Are we still alive?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
And I talked to
I'm sure people are curious.
All the evidence is being recorded.
But he can smell. So when I came here, he smelled.
I thought you were Oreo Express for a minute. It's like I'm trying to figure out who's like,
Oh, I'm
Last year,
CJ.
like, oh yeah, you're streaming like, I don't know. Something just handed this to me.
So cool.
He goes,
Like the poor
he goes,
dog,
man,
you know,
I
he's
should
not
have
used to
stuck
eating
it
all
out
this
and
food.
for the extra
And you
couple
guys
years
just keep,
and got
people
my
keep
conviction.
feeding him.
As
It's
a
like,
whoa,
I give him water.
pretty like.
Is this your dog?
he's good. He's got a bucket of water.
What's his name?
Brownie.
Okay, is it? Do you mind? Can we get the medical? These wrap. He's got that wound.
That's a wart that's been there for 5 years.
It's open and
It's because he licks it and eats it. There's nothing. You don't put any medicine in it because it goes right into his system. You know what I mean? It's inoperable at his age, and the vet just, it just needs getting bigger. I mean, they usually have tumors or warts, and he got warts, and my other one had tumors. You know what I mean? The other one died about 6 months ago, but he was 14. This one's only 13.
So they don't need to like flush it out, then just give it a good wrap so that he won't
I
lick
wash
it.
it out, but for the most part, that he will not leave it alone. He just licks and licks
Yeah,
at it.
okay, whatever. It's funny.
Well,
And I boiled out.
because it's
It's
hurting
got
or
no
bothering
heat in
him.
it right now. You want me to see, he's got one right here too. See, they grow all over them when they're that big.
Yeah, but when they can't be with it
Well,
open.
he won't stop licking it, and I put the mask on him. You know, but he won't wear that.
No fixed swing time.
And he'll just lick and lick and lick and lick.
You remember
You try a CBD oil. Here, that
Well,
helps.
he was on antibiotic for a while, and then it didn't shake him off the antibiotic because he urinates all. You know what I mean? Like, so I mean, we just
Yeah, the Navy,
he's got a little
everybody
bit of
goes
kidney
for
failure.
swimming and then
But
Is
I
there
mean, other
anything
than
that he needs medically that is
I don't know. You're probably familiar
kind of like
with
right
this,
out of reach, or is there something that
fixed
like
wing guys in the Navy are considered
you know what I mean that
aviators.
that we could help
Rotary wing
with?
are considered unrestricted.
No, I mean, he's got
Like
all
a
the
specialist
shots.
that he needs to see, or is there anything like that?
They can't get,
Kibble.
talk about
Yeah, he
collective
eats
and
moisted
cycling.
meat and he gets Hambos once in a while.
So the rotary wing guys are unrestricted aviators.
What was his name again? I'm sorry. I didn't- Brownie?
I just want to make sure you use like 10 to 2.
Well, can't you tell how fat he is?
Brownie's
He's
a
got
dog.
weight. I mean,
Well, he's got his cat friend. We saw him over there
that's
hanging out.
Tiger. Yeah, Tiger and him. See, when they lost Buster, which was the alpha, they kind of just Tiger and him because Alpha, which was Buster, was the cat's, you know. But yeah, Brownie's got a little hip dysplasia, but he's a lot better than Buster. Like I said, he's 13 years old, and he's a yellow lab. I mean, golden retriever, and like that's just. The warts and the tumors and stuff, like about the time they're 9 or 10, that's just part of their, you know, I mean,
What's he?
And what happened? Like I said, he's been walking around all day today. It's a nice day.
A dolphin, okay. I know they have a
Look at his
name
gums.
for
See
it.
how nice and red his gums are.
Yeah, I was just checking his eyes there. I know my dog back home. He's got his little.
And he's blind for the most part. Because that's why I told him to keep that cage shut whenever you guys aren't in here. Because he refused to go, and I'm not going to pick him up and drag him.
Sure.
He is 89 pounds. I think he was 89 pounds last time. He's lost a little bit of weight. But now that it's winter, I know he's packing back on.
That's good. You need that for tonight. It's a cold one. It's gonna be a cold one, though.
This dog, when it snows, he will be out laying. He will not go inside.
Snow dog.
Yeah, but
You have those other dogs
he's
that
got the
hate
web.
when the
He
snow
goes
goes.
to the river. He's got the webbing. You know what I mean?
He's a swimmer.
Yeah, heck yeah. We go to the water a lot. That hello when the golf cart's broke, but he
chest
jumps
out,
on that
the
golf
arms
cart
rolled
and away we go.
He's like,
See, I don't want him walking around like he's getting old, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's got a little bit of hip dysplasia, he's overweight.
Is that where the limp comes from, or is it because this is bothering him?
Well, a little bit of both.
I see him limping on
That
his-
wasn't,
he's limping on
I
his
feel
front
the
paw.
heat in it. But that wasn't hot.
Yeah, I was saying like it's. I don't know. You can feel like it feels like it's swollen in the back end over here. Is what I was feeling. I don't know if it's back end.
That's hair. He's getting ready to get He's getting ready to get all this hair removed. See his tumor right here? That's another fatty tumor.
Yeah, new trainer. So
But
I can bring my grooming stuff and give him a
Well,
brushing
he's
tomorrow.
about to get shaved here in April.
Oh.
But I don't, you know, I mean, he's outside dog, so to comb him, like, you know, they think he uses that for his coat is warm. But like, he gets lion cut, he looks like a lion about April, you know what I mean?
Probably a handsome man, B.
Yeah.
Well, I could take a dog off with my geese shedding rake.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
All right. He's getting all the loves right now.
Currently has, right?
He's always played
They
the
have a
guitar.
Bell 206, yeah.
Okay.
But he's a castrated
Yeah,
male,
that's
so
right,
he'll
57.
live a lot longer.
They
Most
land them in all the
uncastrated
fields all around people
goats don't
and
live as
everything.
long.
The outline field.
That makes sense.
They always said that, and that's why his mom lived to be 16.
Okay.
So.
People in the comments like, what are we talking? What are we looking at right now? Huh? So confused.
Yeah, the amateur cameraman.
Everyone becomes a vet. It says, yeah.
You gotta get up and come in the
Common old
office.
dogs usually not a problem. Okay, I throw the towel off and let the hood go. I'm trying to keep my dog up.
Learn a little more.
You're gonna come up and
Yeah, I don't know, guys. I think he's gonna go. Probably lay down. He's got Tiger, his cat friend, who's gonna be cuddling up with him tonight. They were playing earlier. Well, I didn't see him playing, but they were hanging out with each other. I think the cat kind of keeps tabs on him, is what I've seen.
Oh, he's got snacks too.
Sometimes this is, he's eating so much today.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna eat him. This is his favorite.
Thanks for holding the camera, man. I appreciate it.
Because she knew I had her arm.
Come on, Brian.
So
Ooh, treat time. Who's getting treats?
Come on, Brian. Come in, let's come in.
He's like, but all the people are out here giving me all this love and affection. There you go, buddy. And the people cheered.
They're a classy group. I mean, they
He's definitely favorite. Usually it's a
I
guy.
talked to another
I'm not 100% sure
that actually
something
ended up
happened.
going to the Coast Guard. He was Army listed.
Yeah, right.
He wanted to become
It'd be great if your life just consisted of like just being happy about getting a treat, like a laser pointer, like and treats. He's like, no, the people are here, no.
And so he's like,
All right, well there you go. There goes Brown, y'all. Good looking.
And long story short,
Yeah, time to eat. I need to juice my batteries. Thanks for taking care of me. You guys are great. I think the kitchen's closed though, y'all. Yep, kitchen's closed. Your guardian at the gate. What? Over there? Oh, you're good. Yeah. Well, they like you. They love you. Everyone's like, ooh.
Doesn't like being on camera.
She's told me many times.
To me, I like being in the background.
Yeah.
And I miss Chucky. What else crazy? I almost been through a day and I miss Chucky.
Good.
I have no idea.
JT, here, I'll give you a card. We're going to check out where we're at. Maybe you can help me figure out how to get off this shadow ban, actually. It's crazy, man. We can't figure it out, man. With all the viewers we have, it's,
Yeah, where you only get like a couple.
I mean, usually, I keep saying it, but well, you guys all know, we usually have a couple thousand viewers right now. We got 47.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Where is everybody? All right. Well, hey, you guys. I'm gonna tune out for a minute here. I'm gonna try to. I might come back on. I'm gonna play with platforms for a second. So sit tight. I have to plug this thing in. The shadow ban is a waiting time. That's who knows how long it'll take. Truth, I appreciate that, man. I'll check that out. But I'll bump in and I'll come back on in a few. We'll see what's going on. So you guys sit tight and yeah, seriously, it stayed under 80 to 90 viewers. I think we got like a 110 at the most, and that's unusual and unheard of. So only 27 on YouTube. Yeah, this is we can't have 9,000 subscribers and have 27 people watching. That's impossible. The ratio on that is obviously off. So I will be back on in just a few. So yeah, I've been on a bunch, man. Deal. Big deal. Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to check comments here. So in case you're curious about where I'm at, yeah, you got me. Right now I'm at Hagerstown Speedway in Maryland, at the People's Convoy rally point, where everyone's camping and setting up shop. Behind me are all the donations. We've done a walkthrough for the last 2 days. We haven't seen. I'll do it again. But I got to try to figure out this voodoo alchemy that's going on with our shadow band. So sit tight. I'll be back, you guys, and I'll be back in a few. That one?
Yeah, it needs to go over that I-beam.
That one right there?
Yeah.
I got you, man. Here, hold on. Hold this for a second.